Hi everybody, this is Jack Silverstein, read Jack, I am Shy. It's October 15th, 2012, Monday morning, and I know that I said on this blog that I'd be talking about my views of Chicago journalism as well as my own experience, and this post is about my own experience. I've got a link right here to a new Cubs essay that I just posted on Read Jack, and it's the hardest I've ever worked on one single story, and the most difficulty that I've ever had on one story. It started April 5th, opening day, Cubs. I got this good idea. I came home with these 2 chapters basically. I came home, I banged them out, I wrote a little bit more, I finished a draft, and I sent it to Chicago Side, ChicagoSideSports.com. Great Chicago sports site started by John Eig, and I pitched it to them, and they really loved it. And John put me in touch with this editor who has worked at Chicago Magazine and a few other places and just had some great experience. And I was so excited to get my story workshopped by someone who was ahead of me. And we went through it. He had all these great ideas. And when I started editing, I started having trouble. The story took really long. I didn't know where my ending was. It took me until July to know that. And then it took another 2 months to have a finished draft. Me and the editor were trading emails, and there was a point where I was feeling frustrated that okay, I just feel like this is moving away from what I originally wanted to write, but I wanted to trust him because he, has all this experience and knows more than I do. And when we finally got the story done at the end of September, it just wasn't right for Chicago Side anymore, and so they ended up passing on it. So I went back and revised it. This is a 3,000-word essay. I think I counted it up, I left 6,000 words unedited. Just I wrote 10 drafts. This was draft 11. So the reason that I'm including this here is because trust your drafting process, trust your editing process, and be willing to go outside of your comfort zone. I think that even though me and the editor didn't reach the point where we were both trying to get together as a pair, this story is so much better because of his guidance and because of what he put me through, where he was pushing me to tighten and to put a thread straight through the column and for the essay, and for it not to be just like a free-flowing Cubs fan magnum opus type deal, but to really have direction. And it's so much sharper and tighter than it would have been otherwise. I've looked back at some of the earlier drafts, and they're fun and they're good, but this is really a lot tighter. So shouts to Dave and to John, and that's it. Enjoy the story, and remember, trust your editing process. It's very important. Push yourself to create the best possible story, even if it means you have to cut out stuff that you really liked on its own. It'll come back into your work somewhere along the line. That is all. Have a great week.